Так, сегодня буду первый раз садиться. Залазию в трак. Первый раз вообще сижу за траком. Вот. Первый день занятий. Вот такой трак тренировочный. Будем учиться делать самый простейший маневр. Это straight line backing. Вот так вот. Снимать нельзя, потому что буду за рулем. Вот так вот. Всем привет! Сегодня третье занятие у меня. Offset backing. Второй день занятий был тоже offset backing. Сегодня будем повторять. Составляет полный. Ну, будем заниматься.
I begin with my safety start. Safety start means three things. Seat belt is not broken or damaged or cracked. Is well mounted and secure from both ends, from here, from the bottom here. Well mounted and secured. No broken, damage, not broken, damage or cracked. Second things, my transmission lever is in neutral. I check it, it's neutral. And the last thing is my spring brakes that are set, they are engaged. All right, parking and emergency.
Yeah,
that's safety start. Now I'm gonna check my ABS light to see if my ABS light working properly. Okay, the way I do it, I turn my key on, the ABS light, stay for a few seconds, and then switch off or turn off. It means it's good test. If it stay on, it means it's bad test. Now I'm gonna start the engine. I push my transmission all the way down, turn the key, and I start the engine. First test I'm gonna do is I'm gonna test my compressor if he is able to build up pressure from 85 psi to 100 psi in less than 45 seconds. I'm looking at my primary gauge. I have 125 here. So I need to bring it to 85 to start the test. That's why I'm gonna fan the brakes, bring the air down.
Okay.
Till it's 85.
Yeah, I see.
Now it's 85.
Yeah.
Okay, I start from there. I put 45 seconds on the clock, and I'm watching my gauge. When it's 100, I look at the gain. At the time, it should happen less than 45 seconds.
Compressor pumping air back.
Now, yes.
Yeah, I see. It's here. Right.
Okay, now it's 95.
Yes, right.
And almost is 100, and the time is 26 seconds. It's good test because it happened less than 45 seconds.
Okay.
The following test is build up pressure. I'm sorry, the following test is cut out test. When the governor valve cut, you know. So it should happen no more than 140 psi. It should happen no more than 140 psi. Normally between 120 psi to 140 psi. But the keyword is no more than 140 psi should the cutout happen. And the way I know it, I'm watching my needle in the primary and secondary, and the minute they stop rising, that's my cutout test. If you look at the gauges, now I have 120, they start rising. 125, start rising. The minute they stop rising is my cutout test. Now I have about 130. I'm watching them to see if they rise. No more rising.
Yeah, it's done.
Okay, it's stopped. 130 is my cutout test. All right, it's good test because it happened before 140 psi. The following test I'm gonna do is cut-in test. The cut-in test, it should happen no less than 100 psi. No less than 100 psi. And the way I know it, when my needles start rising again, that's my cutout. Now I have full tank 130. So I'm gonna pump. The way I'm gonna do the test, I'm gonna push the brake, pump the brake, and wait to see if the needle will rise again. Okay, so I push the service brake.
Yeah.
I hold it about 2 seconds. 1, 2, and I release it. If you see here, my gauge lose air. Now I have it 120. I'm watching it for 10 seconds to see if the needle will rise. The needle did not rise. I do it again. I push the needle again. 1, 2, and I lose air. Now I have about 117. I'm watching the needle for 10 seconds to see if it rises. As you see it start rising, the needle. You see it?
Yes.
Okay, so at 117 is my cut-in test. 117 my cut-in test because it happened before 100 psi. Okay? Now I did. ABS light, I did. Build up pressure from 85 to 100 in less than 45 seconds, I did. Cut out test, should happen no more than 100 psi, and I did cut-in test, it should happen no less than 100 psi. The following test I'm gonna do is static test. To do the static test, I need to release all the brakes. All the brakes has to be released, and I will test the vehicle if it has any leak. Okay, so for this reason, I'm gonna bring the vehicle, because I'm gonna release all the brakes, I need to secure the vehicle.
Yes.
So I'm gonna put the vehicle in low gear. So I press the clutch, put low gear, this is number 1. Turn off the engine, release the clutch. Now the vehicle secure by low gear and those one. I will release all the brakes, turn on the engine key to see the needle moving, and I wait till the needle stop moving. Okay, my needle seems to stop moving at 117 in the primary and 117 in secondary. Now I will do the static leakage test. I should lose no more than 3 psi in 1 minute. My time start right now. Needle 117, and my time start right now. I put 60 seconds. I should not lose more than 3 psi. Because you're making the video, assuming the minute is over, I look again at the primary and secondary, and I see the primary still is 117, and the secondary still 117. I did not lose any psi. So test is good because maximum I can lose 3 psi. In this case, I did not lose any psi. The test is good. The following test is going to be the apply leakage test. Apply leakage test is mean I'm gonna apply pressure on the service brakes, and I'm gonna hold it for 1 minute, and I will see if I lose any psi. I should not lose more than 4 psi. So I'm gonna put my foot on the brake, hold it. I lose some air here. The pressure go down.
Yes.
I wait till the needle stabilize. Now I have 105, okay, psi in primary and secondary, and I put for 60 seconds on the clock. I should not lose more than 4 psi in 1 minute. Assuming the minute is over, I look at both gauges, and I see I still have 105 PSI in primary and 105 in secondary. It means I did not lose any PSI. Is good test. Or maybe when you look, you will see it 103 PSI, not 105. Still is good test because you did not lose more than 4. Okay, good test. Now I'm gonna release my brake. All right. Okay. The following test is gonna be low warning air pressure test. And that test, the way I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna fan my brake, and the lights and the buzzer, it should come on when I am between 75 and 55. Between 75 and 55, the light and buzzer should come on, warning me that there is low air on the tank. And the way I'm doing it, I'm gonna keep fanning my brake till the lights and the buzzer come on. I'm gonna do it. So I start fanning the brake. My air start going down. And the light and the buzzer come at 70 PSI. It's good test because it can happen between 75 and 55. Okay? See the buzzer and the light coming. It's good test. The following test is going to be automatic pop-out spring brake test. This too, they're supposed to come out automatically when the pressure go down, okay? And should happen between 20 and 45. It should happen between 20 and 45. And I'm gonna keep fanning the brake. I'm watching my needle. The minute those one come out, I read the needle. So here I'm watching right now. Okay, both of them comes at 32 PSI. It was 32 PSI when both of them comes. It's good test because it happened between 20 and 45. It happened at 35. I mean at 32. It's good test, right? The following test I'm gonna do is I'm gonna test all my brakes, each one individually. This means I'm gonna test this one alone, this one alone, this one alone, and the severus. Now I have low air pressure. Before I perform the test, I need to build up the pressure all the way. Okay? So for this reason, I'm gonna start the vehicle. But before I start the vehicle, I am in gear, low gear. But the vehicle right now is secured by this one because they pop out. Okay? So I'm gonna press the clutch and put neutral again. And now I'm gonna start the engine again to build up the pressure. Okay, I wait till the engine reset. Okay, and I'm gonna start the engine. And I'm gonna wait till I have full capacity. I'm gonna help the engine to run faster, so I will build up the pressure faster. So I'm gonna push the gas pedal, accelerate a little bit, but I should not rev the engine more than 1500. Okay, so I'm gonna push it like this. Do not go more than 15. Okay, you stop before 15. Because 15 you're damaging the engine. Yeah, stop the buzzer because now we are over 75. But I'm still building the pressure. I'm watching my gauges till I have full capacity. The DAV, they want full tank, full capacity. It means I should do it till I have the cutout test. tank right now, okay? And I'm gonna perform my first test. First, I'm gonna test my parking brake. That parking brake should hold the vehicle and prevent it from moving. So I'm gonna put the low gear. I'm trying to move the truck against that brake. So I'm gonna put low gear. And really, because I'm testing this brake, so I have to release all other brakes. So I'm gonna release this brake. This brake also is released, the trolley brake, and the service brake is released. And now I'm trying to move the vehicle. This is the only one is engaged. So I'm trying to move the vehicle, and that brake, the parking brake, should hold the vehicle from moving forward.
This brake for
this one, for the tractor.
For tractor.
So he will hold the vehicle, and the way I know it, it will shake a little bit. You'll see it. So I'm gonna test the brake right now. See it?
Yes.
You feel it?
Yes.
Okay. You feel it, right?
Yes.
The car tried to move, but the brake is holding it.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good test. I'm gonna test right now this one. Before I release this one, okay, this has to be engaged. So I engage this one, and I release this one.
Okay.
Now I'm testing the trailer. This is emergency, the trailer, to see if it's working. I do the same thing, low gear, and I'm trying to move the truck, the vehicle against this vehicle. I mean this parking brake, and it should hold it. See it? It's holding it.
Again.
See it? It's not letting you go.
Yeah.
All right. So
yeah.
it's good test.
Okay.
Now I'm gonna test trolley brake. Before I release this one, I should put this one on. Now it's engaged, and now I'm gonna release the brake. So this is released, the emergency released, and the service is released. The only one engaged is this one, the trolley brake. They call it trolley.
Where is trolley?
Trolley. They call it a trolley. They call it a trolley. Okay, it's not trolley. It's just a name, or Jensen brake, or Jack brake. This brake, they call it
for
trolley.
Tractor.
No, this is for the trailer. Okay.
This one for trailer.
Let me finish the video.
Okay.
I'm testing the trolley brake. Okay. So again, same thing. I hold it and I try to move the trailer. It's holding it.
Yeah.
Okay, see it?
Yes.
It's holding that one. That one is good. Now I'm gonna test my service brake. Before I release this one, I push the service brake. I release this one. Now everything released. This one is released. They call it a trolley brake. Parking brake, emergency brake are released. Now I'm testing the service brake, and the way I want it, I'm gonna move the vehicle 5 miles per hour, and I stop, push the brake, and it should stop the vehicle, and should not go to the left or the right. Okay, so I'm gonna go. I'm moving the vehicle, and I stop firmly, and the service brake stop the vehicle. It did not go right. It did not go left. It's a good test. With this one, I finished my brake test. Now I would release, put it neutral back, engage the brakes, and I turn off my engine. Okay?
Yeah.
That's my brake test. Finished.